Sitting here all alone on a throne in a palace that I happen to own. Bring me some pheasant, keep it on the bone. Fill my goblet up to the brim, sipping on mead and I spill it on my dress with the gold lace trim. Not very prim and proper, can't make me stop. I wanna go hunting any takers. I'm not fake cause I've got acres and acres, paid for with my own riches. Where my hounds and release the bitches. Woof. Every day, head back for a round of croquet, cause I'm a player. And tomorrow, I'll hit replay. You said that I tricked ya, cause I didn't look like my profile picture. Too bad I don't agree. So I'm gonna hang it up for everyone to see. And you can't stop me, cause I'm the queen of the castle. Get down, you dirty rascal.
Stand all apart, cousin of Buckingham.
My gracious sovereign?
Give me thy hand. Thus high by thy advice. But shall we wear these honors for a day, or shall they last, and we rejoice in them?
Still live they, and forever may they last.
O Buckingham, now do I play the touch, to try if thou be current to gold indeed. Young Edward lives. Think now what I would say.
Say on, my living lord.
Why, Buckingham, I say I would be king.
So you are my thrice renowned liege.
I am king, but Edward still lives.
True, noble prince.
Shall it be plain? I wish these bastards dead, and I would have it suddenly performed. What sayest thou? Speak suddenly, be brief.
Your grace may do your pleasure.
Thou art all ice, thy kindness freezeth. Say, have I thy consent that they shall die?
Give me some breath, some little pause, my lord. I will resolve your grace immediately.
The deep revolving witty Buckingham, no more shall be the neighbor to my counsel. Hath he so long held out with me untired, and sups he now for breath? Say now, what news have you?
My lord, I hear the Marquis Dorset's fled to Richmond, in those parts beyond the sea where he abides.
Stanley, rumour abroad that my wife, Anne, is sick and likely to die. I will take order for her keeping close. Inquire me out some mean-born gentleman, whom I will marry straight to Clarence's daughter. The boy is foolish, and I fear not him. Look how thou dream'st. I say again, give out that my wife Anne is sick and like to die. I must be married to my brother's daughter, or else my kingdom stands on brutal glass. Uncertain way of gain, but I am so far in blood that sin will pluck on sin, tear falling pity, 'twas not in this eye. Is thy name Tyrrell?
James Tyrrell, sir, your most obedient subject.
Darest thou resolve to kill a friend of mine?
Aye, my lord, but I had rather kill two enemies.
Why there, thou hast it, two deep enemies. Are they that I would have thee deal upon? Tyrrell, I mean those bastards in the tower.
Let me have open means to come to them, and soon I'll rid you from the fear of them.
Thou singest sweet music. Hark, come hither, Tyrrell. Go by this token, rise and lend me thy ear. There is no more but so. Say it is done, and I will love thee, and prefer thee too.
'Tis done, my lord.
I'm the bad guy. Duh.
My lord, I have considered in my mind the late demand that you did sound me in.
We'll let that pass. Dorset has fled to Richmond.
I hear that news, my lord.
Stanley, he is your wife's son. Look to it.
My lord, I claim your gift, my due by promise. The earldom of Hereford and the movables, the which you promised I should possess.
Stanley, look to your wife. If she convey letters to Richmond, you shall answer it.
What says your highness to my just demand?
Aye, what's o'clock?
Upon the stroke of 10.
Well, let us strike.
Why let us strike?
Because that, like a jack, thou keeps the stroke betwixt thy begging and my meditation. I am not giving vain today.
May it please you to resolve me in my suit?
That troubles me. I am not in the vein.
Is it so? Rewards he my true service? With such deep content made I him king for this? Oh, let me think on Hastings and be gone to Brecknock while my fearful head is on.
Mama just killed a man, put a gun against his head, pulled my trigger, now he's dead.
The tyrannous and bloody deed is done. The most arch of piteous massacre that ever yet this land was guilty of. Lo, thus lay those tender babes, thus, girdling one another within their innocent alabaster arms. A book of prayers on their pillow lay, which once almost changed my mind. But oh, the devil. I smothered the most replenished sweet work of nature, that from the prime creation ere she formed. Thus I am gone with conscience and remorse, and so I bring these tidings, the bloody king. And here he comes! All hail, my sovereign liege.
Kind Tyrrell, am I happy in thy news? Didst thou see them dead?
I did, my lord.
Think how I may do thee good, and be inheritor to my desire.
So, now prosperity begins to mellow and drop into the rotten mouth of death. Here in these confines, slyly I have looked to watch the waning of my adversaries. Come hither, wretched Margaret, who comes here.
Ah, my young princes. So many miseries have crazed my voice. Edward Plantagenet, why art thou dead?
Plantagenet doth the Plantagenet, Edward for Edward pays it down to death.
O God, when didst thou sleep when such a deed was done?
When holy Harry died in my sweet son.
Blind sight, dead life, poor mortal living ghost, woe seen, world's shame, graves due by life usurped, unlawfully made, drunk with innocence' blood.
Oh, that thou wouldest as well afford a grave as thou canst yield a melancholy seat. Then would I hide my bones, not rest them here. Oh, who hath any cause to mourn but I?
If ancient stars in thus reverent, give mine the benefit of scenery. Let my woes frown on the upper hand. If sorrow can admit society, tell our woes again by viewing mine. I had an Edward till a Richard killed him. Thou hadst an Edward till a Richard killed him. I had a Richard till a Richard killed him.
I had a Richard too, and thou didst kill him. I had a Rutland too, and thou hopest to kill him.
Thou had a Clarence too, and a Richard killed him. From forth thy kennel of the room hath crept, a hellhound doth hunt us all to death. O upright, just, and true disopposing God, how do I thank thee that this carnal cur preys on the issue of his mother's body?
O Harry's life, triumph not in my woes. God witness with me, I have wept for thine.
Bear with me, I'm hungry for revenge. Richard yet lives, hell's black intelligencer, but at hand. Ensues his piteous and unpitied ends. Cancel his bond of life, dear God, I pray, that I may live to say the dog is dead.
Who intercepts my expedition?
O she that might have intercepted thee, by strangling thee in her cursed womb, from all slaughters, wretch, that thou hast done.
Tell me, thou villain slave, where are thy children?
Thou toad, where is thy brother Clarence, and little Ned Plantagenet, his son?
Where is kind Hastings, Rivers, Vaughan, Gray?
Would not the heavens hear these telltale women rail on the Lord's anointed? So, entreat me fair.
Art thou my son?
I thank God, heavens, and myself.
Then patiently hear my impatience.
Madam, I have a touch of your condition which cannot brook the accent of reproof.
Hear me a word, for I shall never speak to thee again.
So,
Either thou wilt die by God's just ordinance, ere from this war thou turn a conqueror, or I with grief and extreme age shall perish, and never look upon thy face again. Therefore take with thee my most heavy curse, which in the day of battle tire thee more than all the complete armor that thou wearest. My prayers on the adverse party fight, and there the little souls of Edward's children. Whisper the spirits of thine enemies, and promise them success and victory. Bloody thou art, bloody will be thy end. Shame serves thy life, and doth thy death attend.
Thou far more cause, yet much less spirit to curse. Absides in me, I say amen to all. I have no more sons of the royal blood for thee to murder.
you have a friend called Elizabeth, virtuous and fair, royal and gracious.
And must she die for this too? Oh, let her live.
No, not by birth, by royal blood. Then know that from my soul I love thy friend, and mean to make her prom queen.
Then who dost thou mean shall be her king?
Even he that makes her queen, who should be else? Say, she shall be high and mighty.
To which the tide as her mother doth?
So, say, I will love her everlastingly,
But how long shall that title ever last?
sweetly, in force unto her fair life's end.
But how long fairly shall her sweet lie last?
So long as heaven and nature lengthens it.
So long as hell and Richard likes of it.
In her resides my happiness and thine. It cannot be avoided by this. It will not be avoided by this.
Shall I be tempted by the devil thus?
Aye, if the devil tempt thee to do good.
But thou didst kill my brothers.
But in your friend's womb I bury them.
Shall I go win my friend to thy will?
And be a happy friend by the deed.
I go. Write me shortly, and you will understand from me her mind. I hardly give consent for Richard to date my friend.
Say, dance for me, dance for me, dance for me, oh, oh.
How now? What news with you?
None good, my lord, to please you with the hearing, nor none so bad, but it may be told.
A riddle. Neither good nor bad. Once more, what news?
Richmond is on the seas.
There let him sink, and be the seas on him. White-livered renegades, what doth he there?
I know not, mighty sovereign, but by guess.
Well, sir, you guess? You guess?
He makes for England, there to claim the crown.
Is the chair empty, the sword unswayed? Is the king dead, the empire unpossessed? What heir of York is there alive but we? And who in Garfield's king but great York's heir? Then, tell me, what doth he upon the sea?
Unless for that, my liege, I cannot guess.
Unless, for that he comes to be your liege. Thou will revolt, thou will fly to him, I fear.
No, mighty liege, therefore mistrust me not.
Where are thy tenants and thy followers? Are they not now upon the western shore, safe conducting the rebels from their ships?
No, my good lord, my friends are in the north.
Cold friends, Sir Richard. What do they in the north when they should serve their sovereign in the west?
They have not been commanded, mighty sovereign. Please, it may your majesty give me leave. I'll muster up my friends and meet your grace. Where and what time your majesty shall please.
Aye. Thou wouldst be gone to join with Richmond. I will not trust you, sir.
Most mighty sovereign, you have no cause to hold my friendship doubtful. I never was, nor never will be false.
Well, go muster men, but leave behind your phone. Look your faith be firm, or else your screen's assurance is but frail.
So deal with him as I prove true to you.
My gracious sovereign now in Devon shines, Sir Edward Courtney and the haughty prelate, Bishop of Exeter, his brother there with many more confederates in arms.
My liege, in Kent the Guilfords are in arms, and every hour more competitors flock to their aid, and still their power increaseth.
My lord, the army of the Duke of Buckingham.
Out on you, owls. Have you nothing but songs of death? Take that, until thou bring me better news.
The news I have to tell you. Buckingham's army has dispersed.
I cry thee mercy. There is my purse that cured that blow of thine. Away towards Salisbury, while we reason here. A royal battle might be won and lost.
Written on the pages is the answer to a never-ending story.
This is stupid.
Yes?
Stars, lie a fantasy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you just like
Never gonna love me, but it's alright. She think I'm an asshole. She think I'm a player. She keep getting back though, only cause I pay her. Roxanne. All she wanna do is party all night. Let her ride a party in the hills, yeah. She just wanna do it for the thrill, yeah. Shorty drop a poodle with no top. But if I throw this money, she gon' drop. She don't wait in lines if it's too long. She don't drop the whip unless the roof falls.
Shut up.
Only take the pic when the ass out. She from Malibu. If you ain't got a foreign, then she
I swear, whenever I
Malibu. Spending daddy's money with an attitude. Roxanne.
Anyway, back to me. Okay, that wasn't bad.
Never gonna love me, but it's alright. She think I'm an asshole. She think I'm a player. She keep running back though, only cause I pay her. Roxanne. All she wanna do is party all night.
Take it off.
No.
Except for Katie's in the shawl, but it's fine.
I feel like I should have worn a crown the entire time we were filming.
Maybe.